Hello, welcome to Short Soundbites Company Review segment, where I look at individual individual companies and their stock. So, primarily U.S. market, but not always. So, what are we going to look at now? Well, let's take a little bit of a break from the big guys. Like I looked at Hewlett Packard and we've looked at Apple. Let's take a look at a small micro cap pharmaceutical company. These companies typically you're going to find out they have usually no profitability for a long time because there's so much R&D money put in. There's so much requirements for a new drug or a new product that's in the medical care industry that it takes a long time to become profitable, and you have to follow lots of regulations and you need lots of support behind you. No one person without the support of many other professionals will ever get a drug to market. I just want you to know that. Some people don't know that. They think everything happens in a vacuum and they're a lone wolf. Well, no, it doesn't work that way. But anyhow, let's go into this company here. It's RNN, kind of like a registered nurse, but RNN with two N's, REXAHN Pharmaceuticals Incorporated. We are looking at a stock price right now of just 48 cents. It's about 11:30 today, Wednesday, March 29th. Stock is trading at between today's range of 47 cents and 51 cents. 52-week high has been 56 cents. The 52-week low has been 13 cents for the year. Institutionally owned by about 10% of its stock is institutionally owned. So a very small company, but let's go ahead and read a little bit about their description. This is the key. Reading their descriptions, looking at their website can sometimes help you see what kind of products they will have to offer, what their pipeline is, the stage that they're in testing these new drugs, which phase 1, 2, 3. There's clinicals. It's a you have to be very patient with these companies, should I say? So description is REXAHN Pharmaceuticals Incorporated is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company engaged in the discovery, development, and commercialization of treatments for cancer. Okay, so they're into oncology, very crowded field with a lot of need for cures, with a lot of so many different types of cancers. But anyhow, the company's clinical stage drug candidates in active development include REXAHN, RX-31117, and supinoxin, RX-5902. REXAHN is a potent inhibitor of the protein kinase AKT-1, which focuses on cancer cell proliferation, survival, angiogenesis, metastasis, and drug resistance. RX-3117 is a small molecule nucleoside compound with anti-metabolite mechanism of action and has therapeutic potential in a range of different cancers, including pancreatic, bladder, colon, and lung cancer. Next up, supinoxin is a small molecule inhibitor of phosphorylation of P68. The company also has a drug candidate called RX-21101 and a N-2-hydroxypropyl methylacrylamide doxylic folate in preclinical development. The company is working on research technologies, including multi-targeted aimed ligand platforms and nano-based drug delivery systems. Okay, wow, that's a lot. I can give you an overview. I do have some expertise, but let me just tell you what they're basically saying here is these things inhibit the growth of cancer. Okay, you do some more research. You have Wikipedia at your hands. There's no need to be ignorant in this day and age. And I don't say that to insult you. We're all busy. We can only focus on a few things at a time, but do your research on this company if you want. The chief executive officer and director is Peter Suzdak, has a PhD. Looking at the net profit margin, there is none to speak of. All they seem to report for the fourth quarter is a negative 9.63% return on the assets of the company. So they're losing money. Their return on average equity is negative 12.29%. So overall, the company is definitely losing money. They have 20 people, a small research lab, and they are located in the Rockville, Maryland area, which is a hot spot for biotechnology development. Rockville is, if you ever get a chance and you're in DC, visit the area. It's a very clean, prosperous area. I've been there. So a little bit more about the stock. Its average volume of trade so far today is 1.36 million. The 30-day average is about 6.19 million shares a day. The shares outstanding are 237 million shares. The beta is a negative 12, so it tends to do worse than the market by far. It's in a very crowded space, but there's a lot of potential. I'm not endorsing the buying of this stock or shorting it or anything really. I just will say their mission is a good one. Many of these companies do not make money for a long time and are a great risk. But the great thing, one of the great things about some of the ways capitalism works is because the payoff can be so great, our country and financial people are willing to invest in these types of companies. And there may not be a payback. Many of these companies don't make it. They go under or they get bought up by somebody else. It's a very complicated area. It takes time. Not every company is like McDonald's where it's the fastest, most efficient, simplest way to get there. Does not always work, although when you can simplify things, please do. But if you're into investing and don't want to spend a lot of money to buy a stock, this stock here is at roughly 49 cents now, 48 cents, and you can, spend $20 to invest if you feel the inclination to. Even that is risky, though. I can tell you, you may get more satisfaction buying a couple of pizzas for $20 than the stock, especially if you're interested in what you're getting out of it. Mainly, you may not want to even mess with the stock market. But anyhow, on a positive note, this is Short Sound Bites, the company review, talent on loan from the mob, saying have a good day. Thanks for listening.